Hi everyone, I hope you're doing well today. My name's Ian and I'm back here to make a video that's going to be a follow-up video from the video that we made about the young girls being dropped off at this remote Highland station by Scotrail. Name of the station here is Altnabreck, in case you hadn't heard of it already. I want to try and get on with this video. I don't want it to be a long video, I want it to be nice and short. I'm going to cover one news article for you guys today. Just before we start, we have a lot of comments that have asked the same thing. We did explain, my wife and I did explain in the last video, why don't we do something, why don't we stop the young girls, why don't we tell our neighbour to stop. Listen, just to reiterate, we've complained to Police Scotland, we've complained to the British Transport Police, we've had long conversations with Scotrail staff, employees, conductors, all that have been on this line and this train dropping the girls off for 10 or 20 years, some of the conductors. We've got this evidence and we can prove that. Now, at one point, we went and knocked on our neighbour's door and asked for him to stop bringing the young girls here. We were concerned about a young girl, a very young girl that was brought here one day. So we decided to go up and knock on his door and to try and find out about the welfare of this young girl and also to ask him to stop doing it. Now, a few days or a week or so later, we ended up with a harassment order brought against us by our neighbour. And we were taken to Wick Sheriff Court and we had a harassment order placed on us, preventing us from doing that again. Now, we knew what was happening. The sheriff involved was Sheriff Ian Anderson, and the first thing he said to us, Sheriff Ian Anderson, he's looked at us and said, "How do you know the girls aren't his daughter?" And me and Liz knew straight away then that we weren't going to get anywhere with that case. For a start, we said to the sheriff, we know what his daughter looks like. And also, a lot of the girls were black and Asian, all different girls. It's been happening for years, guys. It's been happening for the 5 years we've been here. It was happening with the previous occupier, which is probably a great point for me to move into this bit of information now. The main point I want to make to you guys, now this is really all eyes on deck. Our neighbour is in court next week on Tuesday, the 25th of November 2025. He's been convicted. He's been put on the sex offenders register, and it was one of the girls that was on the land. She came here, she got off the train. We've got video footage of that same girl, the victim in this case. She got off the train to arrive here. It's the station and the trains that have been bringing them here. Also, just to say, the first time we put that chain up on that gate was after our neighbour came in here. He's got one of these 8-wheel drive quads. He came in one day and he just sped in and he stopped right here and he picked up a young girl who we also have on video, and he took her out, and after that we put the chain up. That's the first time we put the chain on the entrance, but it's mainly to protect our animals, the chain, but also it's helped to stop him driving in. We've seen him so many times. Normally he will come to the entrance right there, park by the tree, and the young girl will walk down. She'll get off the train, she'll walk down and she'll get into his vehicle. It's happened a few times in the day. Well, I mean, even it stays light here till so late in the summer, so we can easily see who it is. But normally comes down on his 8-wheel drive quad. The girls get on the back of that and they're taken up to his house. We've seen it so many times. Most of the time when the girls are brought back, they're brought back by his partner. We've seen her so many times. She's in the video. That's with the girl with the suitcase on wheels. She normally brings the girls back. Now, as I said, guys, I'm going to talk about an article. I'm going to bring it to your attention. There's also other articles that I want to bring to your attention, but I'm going to keep them separate, just to try and keep the information separate to save any confusion, because they have happened in different years at different times and at different dates. Now, this is historical. Now, this goes back, way goes back. Why is this man still walking around? Why is the judicial system not doing its job? Now, to be honest, guys, I don't know if a lot of you know about this. If you don't, I highly recommend that you Google Holly Greig in Scotland, and I also recommend that you look into the Hampstead child ritual abuse cases. If you haven't heard about that, look into it. There's a lot of similarities here, and I can make some very strong connections to show you. There's a lot to cover, but I'm not going to cover it all in this video. So we're going to try and separate the information down so it's easier to understand and easier to digest. Without further ado, guys, I'm going to get into the news article that I want to bring to your attention today, which I believe, I think it's from 1992. And the main reason in this video, guys, is to try and get this stopped, and also to focus a bit on the judicial system and see if it's actually going to do its job this time. Okay, everyone, this is the Independent newspaper, a mainstream newspaper. There are other newspapers that are online where you find this information. It is quite hard to find. I think it has been. I think certain people have tried to sweep this under the rug, so to speak. Anyhow, Independent newspaper. And this is from Friday the 14th of August, 1992. Wanted head sets up new school. A headmaster who fled Britain after being charged with assaulting pupils has launched a school in India. It was disclosed last night. Kevin Booth's new venture was revealed when advertisements were placed in newspapers in Botswana, Southern Africa, inviting parents to send their children to the boarding school in the Nadu region of India. However, Peter Fluck, Deputy High Commissioner at the British High Commission in Botswana, warned parents to ignore it. Mr. Booth, 31, faces 20 charges of assaulting pupils at the school he ran with his Malaysian wife, Nancy, in Newbiggin, Northumberland. Just so you know, guys, that's not the same partner at the moment. When he failed to appear at Ashington Court last November, the magistrates, told by his solicitor he was in Borneo, issued a warrant for his arrest. Mr. Booth was charged after the 10 pupils at his £900 a term Greybuck School were placed in the care of Northumberland County Council, and the school closed as a result of the allegations. The 8 boys and 2 girls from Nigeria, Malaysia and India were made wards of the court until they were taken home by their parents or guardians. The assault charges were said to involve alleged excessive use of discipline. Detective Inspector John Hope of Northumbria Police, who led the inquiry into the allegations, said last night, "We are aware of the recent developments and we are anxious to talk to Mr. Booth." So, guys, it still continues. The allegations were discipline of whipping and the torturing and stuff, just like you'd see in the court report that now is, it appears, is missing from the court's website. You can't. I wasn't able to find that court report with Neil Wilson, the same sheriff that we caught lying in our civil case and then against Network Rail to assist Network Rail in the case. He lied, and we've got that in hard evidence. So it was Neil Wilson that judged in the case that gave our neighbour a travel ban after the girls were being brought to the station. They were travelling to him, so it's pointless. And it's the same thing. It's the whipping and the torturing, the same things as these children were facing. So to keep it short, guys, that's it for this video. I'm going to give some more information about this, and we're going to break it down into parts so it's not confusing. Thanks for watching, guys. Please help by liking and subscribing to our channel. Like the video, it will help us spread the information. We're trying our best to do our part. Please do yours. Thank you.